5 High School. I'm Tommy Spires. I'm the athletic director here at the high school, and we are very excited for the announcement that we have the privilege of making today. We would like to thank all of you for coming, especially our media, for this coverage. And like I said, it's a very exciting day for us here at Lawrence. The hiring of a football coach is always a strenuous, difficult process at times, but for Lawrence High School, this time it was extremely important that we got it right. And I can stand here today to tell you that I am certain that we got it right. It is even more important now as a community and school that we come together to be as strong as possible with our positive momentum that we have rolling right now to keep it going as of today. We are Lawrence, and we all have a role in getting behind the Raiders and creating that winning culture once again. Our new coach is about winning in the classroom just as much as on the field. We are confident that he brings a wealth of knowledge as well as establishing the discipline to make our student athletes successful in whatever they choose to do after high school. Our coach has amassed 122 wins throughout his career, many Coach of the Year honors, numerous student athletes who have gone on to play at the college level, has won a state championship for another school up the road. So it's a really exciting day for our community and school. At this time, I would like to introduce our principal, Mr. Lewis Compton, who will give the official introduction of our new head man of the Lawrence Raiders football program. As always, go Raiders.
Thank you, Coach Spires. It is a true honor to be here today to welcome our 10th head coach in Lawrence District 55 High School history, Mr. Greg Porter. For that, I would like to thank our school board, our district administration, and our district staff that have worked tirelessly to bring this day to make it happen. I can't thank you guys enough for what you did to make this happen. Thank you. And without further ado, a man that needs no introduction in the upstate of South Carolina, the 10th head coach at Lawrence High School, Mr. Greg Porter.
Thank you for your support. Thank you. I'm lost for words because of what we went through over the past couple of weeks to make this happen. Truly appreciate it to the board. Appreciate everyone who had a part in making this a successful opportunity for me. Thank God for giving me this opportunity. I remind some that I interviewed 10 years ago, but it wasn't meant to be. But it was meant to be now. And I'm so looking forward to changing the culture of this football program. And if there's any indication that there's going to be a positive change from the football meeting we had at 11 o'clock today, I feel like we're going to be heading in the right direction. I think they're eager for change. I think they're looking forward for some transition. They want to be challenged, not only on the football field, but in the classroom. Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't sit there. Can I stand? That bothers me. I'm already short, so half y'all can't see me, so I'm just going to walk around a little bit. So I am appreciative for this opportunity. My closest friend is the guidance department, because we work together to make sure our student athletes understand the importance of getting their education, getting the grades, taking care of the academic part of the spokes of the wheel that helps us win. And they just have to understand that it's more than just football. But if we build that foundation with the academics first, I have no doubt, I have seen it repeated on numerous occasions that the culture of this football program will be changed. I've already told them, once I get into the building, it's 6:30 a.m. workouts. It's already started. It's non-negotiable if you want to be on this football team. It changes. You don't have to be on the football team. It's a choice you make. But if you make the choice and the decision to be a part of what we're trying to get done, to change the environment, to change the culture, the attitude, I want to make the legendary coach, Bobby Ivory, I want him to be honored. His 206 wins, 12 region titles, in the state championship in '91, I want him to be honored. I want him to know, hey, we're going to keep this tradition going, and we're going to bring it back to life. So, without further ado, any questions you guys have for me? This is unique for me. I never had to do it like this before. So,
How was it difficult to leave Greenville, and what factored into that decision?
absolutely, it was very difficult to leave Greenville because of what it provided for the student athletes on and off the field. But the deciding factor is a 10-minute drive. I live in Greenville. That's a 10-minute drive compared to an hour drive every day. And I took that heavily into consideration. And I wanted to be at a school that's in a community that when I say we, it's we because I'm a part of the community as well. I may not have gone to the school, but I live in this area. And when I talk to the football team about saying we, what we're going to do, I feel more of a family ownership when I say it. It's hard to say we if you don't live in a community. When you start trying to persuade the football players to buy into your expectations. So that was the reason. Yes, sir.
I had, in anticipation that this might happen, I had compiled, I looked up as much as I could about your background. But where did you go to high school and college?
Originally, I'm from Washington, D.C. Graduated and went to Midland University in Fremont, Nebraska. Went into the ministry for a short period of time, did motivational speaking for a short period of time, and then I decided I wanted to be a teacher. My parents thought it was the craziest idea, but I felt I'm called to be a teacher. So I decided to do that, and then I went to Furman to get my master's in science. So that's sort of my track record.
What do you feel like the program needs to take the next step?
I think the program needs direction, discipline, family, brotherhood, structure, accountability, making sure they understand what it takes to be a Raider. Talking to a few people in the community, they said they just feel like the kids don't play hard as much anymore. I think times have changed, but I enjoy the challenge. And that's one of the reasons why I accepted the position, to be able to challenge the kids not only on the field, but off the field as well. So I look forward to seeing the transformation take place, start today.
At Greenville, you have sent a number of players to prominent colleges.
Yes.
What in development, what's the key to that?
The key is academics. The key is telling our ninth graders coming in that you need to know what subject you're really comfortable with and take an AP or honors class. Don't be afraid to run from academic rigor. Because if you can do the academic rigor, what happens is when you have an opportunity to go to college, the coaches feel comfortable in offering you a scholarship. So when you start with that ninth grade class, getting that type of class going, that history, that honors class, AP class, then it shows that they have discipline. So the football will take care of itself. But the academic schedule of the student athlete will allow the coach to know that when he go home, this young man is going to do the right thing in the classroom. So this past December, we was able to sign 6, 2 to South Carolina, and a few to other FCS schools. Right now, we have another 8 on February that will sign. And I would like to bring that same energy here. I think it can happen here. But a college coach is not going to drive off and come here for kids that do not take academics serious. Don't care about football. They don't take the academics serious, it's not going to happen. Their jobs depend on it. So they're not going to do it. Greenville, kids bought into what I shared over the past 5 years.
You mentioned community, but in Lawrence, there are, as you know, having lived here, there are several communities within the same community. Four different middle schools. What are your ideas on building a program beyond the high school that feeds into the high school too?
It's going to take some time. There's 4 different middle schools, and at 4 a.m. I was already studying film of some of the kids who played middle school football sports. And there's a guy, like I was telling them, was Demaje Crooks or something like that. That guy is good. And all I'm going to do is just put myself in the community. I have to go to Orange, Hickory, Tavern. I have to go to Saunders. I have to go to Lawrence Middle and show my face and try to talk to the administration and allow me an opportunity to introduce myself and share with them the vision and expectation. So they will want to come here and they have an idea who I am and what's expected prior to me. That's not plan.
What do you think about the players you got here? Coming back?
I can't judge them because I don't know them. Only seen a few clips. But like I said, from the meeting today, the way they sat in the stands and how respectful they were, I'm going to go off of that. We all got a pass. I can't hold them accountable for their past. I wasn't here. But I'm starting today, and based on how they responded to the challenge today, I'm going to just build off each day with them and give them an opportunity to show me that this is what they want to do, on and off the field. But I was impressed with most of them. I asked J.T. Campbell, is he ready to lead the program? I think he said he's ready.
Being here, students, thanks for coming. We appreciate it. Teachers, coaches, thank y'all for being here. It's just an exciting day at Lawrence High School, and we're glad that this is a new era. And we want everybody in this school and community going with us on this journey. So thank you very much. Thank you, Coach.
First and foremost, why here, why now?
Why here, why now? Why here? I'm 10 minutes away. That's why I thought this was the right time to do it. I have such a great love for the Greenville community. The district has done such an amazing job. That's the only district I ever worked in. It's an opportunity to come with the world and see what it's like to be in that district. I just took advantage of an opportunity that was presented to me. And I wanted to make sure that
Now, 10 wins in the 4 seasons that were normal seasons for the most part at Greenville High. I think still, I know you had a quarterback who was coming back. I mean, was it tough to leave Greenville? Because you had it going there. It's not like, you're leaving a place that wasn't getting it done.
It was. We have a lot of talent still coming back at Greenville High School. The decision was extremely hard, and I couldn't really talk to anyone about the whole process because I wanted to make sure that in this is what I wanted to do. But I was intrigued with the challenge here, and I think that was the thing that pushed me most, to take advantage of this opportunity to grow. And I always want to make sure I leave wherever program I leave better than what it was prior to my life. And I know Greenville is going to be good. It's going to be fun.
You have familiarity. You played these guys a lot when you were at Hillcrest. So what is it that you think you can bring to this program to get it to where it's had some years of success, but what's the key to all of that, and what are the steps?
It's a school that has 4 middle school feeders. I want to find out how can I utilize that to benefit this school and this program. Over the years when we played Lawrence, you always see when they get off the bus, they was very talented, huge, athletic, and different times, different pockets, different coaches had success. Coach Lyon had success at different times. And I took my hat off to them. I just felt where the program is at right now, 2-0. A lot of people didn't believe it. They've been beaten down. And I felt like this is where I'm at. I wanted to accept the challenge of restoring back that pride, that greater pride that this community had in this school. And I just feel like I'm doing this going to do.
Do you feel like because you live so close, maybe you kind of sense that vibe, whereas if this were a school somewhere else that you weren't anywhere close to, did you kind of get the vibe, just kind of, I know you were focused on what was going on in Greenville, but just living down here, you kind of get that sense of the folks' expectations and their desire to get back to it?
Well, I really don't. I really didn't come in this direction as far as sharpening everything. I tried to separate the two. I ran into a few people that felt like the school could, the program could be in a better state. And it dropped the seed in my mind. What if? And I just decided to take action and to see where it would go. And it really took a snowball effect fast.
I mean, you won a state championship. You came close at Greenville to getting to play for one. What are some of the ingredients with a program that over the years has some athletes? What are some of the ingredients that are going to be vital for you to have success?
Discipline, consistency, accountability, and culture change. Change the culture and the mindset, and that's going to be my focus. And after the meeting with the players today, I feel like we're in the right direction.
How, in your other stops, Hillcrest, I mean, they only had moderate money there. Greenville had some success, but how difficult is it to instill core principles? How difficult is it to change a culture?
Well, it is very difficult, depending on if the team does not buy into what you're asking. I think over the years I've developed and grown as a coach and got some experiences and ideas of what I think, how it should be done at a faster rate or a much improved rate, but I can't do it by myself. That's all I myself with great coaches, and that's going to help you. The administration of the school, the faculty, and everybody got to be on the same page. And if they know that there's a community of people working together for their good, I believe the student athlete will rise up, the best one will rise up. I've seen it happen, even though Greenville had a history of winning. We was able to take them another step higher. But that was because of so many people that made that happen. And I think we have that same energy here for it to happen for the student athletes.
What will you do staff-wise? Are you going to bring some guys from Greenville?
I don't know. We all going to go through the interview process and make sure this is where they need to be at, this is where they need to be at, and understand the expectation, because what worked at Greenville is not going to work here. So.
And that's the thing. I mean, you had to adapt from south side to Hillcrest. That was a different place. Hillcrest to Greenville. How difficult, and at the same time, you have the experience of changing hallways and locations. So how tooled are you for that, so to speak?
I think I can adapt based on, it takes 5 years in my brain to turn a program around. You can do it in one. We saw it with West End. So there are certain things that have to be in place for it to take place. I like the challenge of finding out what it takes. And I think that really excites me the most, is the challenge to see if you can turn this program around, or if you can take that program from one step to another. So.